Howdy diddly do, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of mine. I'm yours truly, Sprite, and this is Sprite's World. And today we're talking about YouTube and streaming. YouTube and streaming, and why I do YouTube, and why YouTube has just always been the main core, and why I've just been fascinated, just truly fascinated about YouTube's existence since I was a kid. YouTube's been around for a long time, 2005. But 2006, 2007 is really when YouTube kick-started. And YouTube was one of the first, of many, but one of the first websites that was truly dedicated to just posting videos and having your own social media account and being able to express your style and being able to record whatever you would like. And there's a lot of classic videos that came out in YouTube, and there's a lot of Rick rolls. I'm pretty sure just about everyone who is like looking at random videos, like full episode of this Family Guy episode, and next thing you know, you click on it, and it was just Rick roll for 24 minutes or whatever it was. So, but YouTube wasn't all that bad, though. It wasn't just, trolling you. YouTube also had a lot of good bits to it because a lot of people out there were able to be creative and were able to put in their creations online and just be entertaining. And that's where I was able to find a lot of old YouTube videos and channels and stuff like that. One of my favorites was Machinima. Machinima, that is unfortunately no longer a thing, but what Machinima used to be was this hodgepodge of a channel, and it wasn't just one person controlling this channel. It was a channel that other creators got to post on, and it was mainly video game related videos, and it wasn't just like people playing a video game. No, there's more of an artistic style to it where people would make movies out of like Halo 3. Well, not movies, but like a show. And the beautiful thing about Halo 3 was that in Halo 3 back in the day, you were able to go in theater mode and you were able to reenact whatever you needed to do, whatever your skit was about, and you were able to put a voiceover, and it was great. For as long as you knew, you had the proper recording stuff. And so Machinima was one of those things that inspired me a lot to start my creative stuff. And I didn't exactly start off doing Machinimas. I don't think I've really ever done Machinimas. I think I've only done like one related video that's Machinima-ish back in Halo Reach. But, Machinima was just a good YouTube channel, but it had a lot of problems to it. There was a lot of creators that would post videos on there, right? But the proceeds of the monetized revenue, majority of it did not go to the creators. The creators had a signed contract with Machinima saying, we'll post your videos on our main channel, but you're not going to get a certain ad revenue as you'd like it to be. Because obviously when you're posting on your own channel, you're going to get your full 100% ad revenue that YouTube gives you. Or at least the portion that you earned. When you're posting on a third-party channel like Machinima, your content is out there, you're getting millions of views, and Machinima is a great platform for that, but you're only getting less. I forgot what the percentage was, but a lot of people relied on it, and a lot of people were disappointed by it. And so now that Machinima has been dead, a lot of old content creators, luckily most of them had archived their videos and they re-uploaded on their own channels. But like the creator of RB and the Chief, he was definitely one of those guys that made tons of videos on YouTube, and it was all mainly on Machinima. And RB and the Chief wasn't just a Machinima show, but like it was just genius. This guy using two action figures, using the Microsoft voices as both Master Chief and Arbiter, and I thought that was a pretty hilarious show. Stupid as well. but I was always into stupid comedy for whatever reason. That's just my preferred go-to, is just comedy. Speaking of comedy, I watched a Minecraft movie the other day. It's not as bad as people made it out to be. At least when Minecraft, the trailer came out, people were bashing on it. And I think the most funny part about that is that movie became more successful than the Super Mario movie. So I think a lot of people online, I think people forget that a lot of movies aren't just oriented to adults. A lot of movies are also meant for kids, and really, like, kids aren't going to be online posting their opinions, because most kids who have reasonable parents, they're not going to be on Twitter giving a full critic review about the movie. So I think a lot of people who are bashing the movie are just like, I don't know, people with no lives or something like that. They're just bashing it to bash it, just to have a post, just to get likes or whatever. And I understand that, but it's like, well, the movie's not meant for you. I mean, it is aimed more towards kids, and Minecraft is a video game, that was towards kids. And I grew up playing Minecraft, and Minecraft was a very good video game, and it was nice to finally see a movie come out, and it was a good movie from what I can tell. I'm not going to spoil it because the movie is still relatively fresh. But if you like Minecraft and you're not biased and you like comedy, I recommend Minecraft movie. It's a good movie. Don't let people on the internet be weird about it. It's kind of just like, and everything out there is subjective. So don't always listen to critics and weird people like that. Especially when a trailer comes out and people are bashing it without seeing the full movie. It's like, how can you judge a movie based off of a trailer? Oh, I say that, and then I bring up the Sonic trailer and how an entire fan base basically had the production remake Sonic just because the Sonic character, the Hedgehog, was the first original trailer with him was weird looking, and now he looks more normal, and that's when the community that's when the community is right. Is when you see a Sonic character and he doesn't look like Sonic, then yeah, that's probably the best time to fix it. Anyways, that's getting off topic from YouTube. Man, I always wanted to just do YouTube. YouTube was just one of those things that I always wanted to do. When I was looking up at Machinima, when I was looking at Rooster Teeth, when they were doing the Red versus Blue series, and other things, when I was just looking at all sorts of people on, back in the day, it was very fresh, very new, very different. It was free, and it was on demand, and it was a different timeline. What is it, Yogscast? Are they still a thing? They were basically the reason why Minecraft became super popular. Well, I couldn't credit them for all of Minecraft, but when the Yogscast came out with their Minecraft series, they really got Minecraft right when Minecraft freshly started, right when it was just fresh and new. Right now they got 7 million subscribers, but unfortunately they have died down a lot. I mean, they still get plenty of views, which is good. They get about like 30,000 to up to almost 100,000 views per video, so they're doing okay for themselves. They're not as big as they used to be, because I remember they had their own offices and they had everything good going on for them. They were huge back in the day. They had millions and millions of views on those Minecraft videos. But yeah, they look like they're doing all right. So good on them, really. I'm pretty sure they're making decent money just doing what they're doing. I don't know who all people are with them still, because I remember when the Yogscast started, it was just the two of them, and then they gradually just built their way up to have more of a crew. So I don't know if like people like Sips or whoever is or Shin, or I think his name was Shin, is still there. or they're just doing their own thing, or I don't know. It's very interesting to see where all these people went to, because old YouTubers, that was a different generation than what it is now. 20 years later, anyways. Can you believe that? YouTube has been around for 20 years, and I've been around on YouTube for about 15 of those years. That's old. It's old, almost as old as this Foo Fighters shirt that I got going on here. This Foo Fighters shirt that I got was it's like 10 years old. I got it at Hot Topic, and this was when I was in like high school. I think it was like 2013 or 2014 or something like that. And so I was really Hot Topic was okay at the time. It's still okay now. It's not exactly what Hot Topic used to be. Hot Topic will always just be Hot Topic. But yeah, no. This was when I was in high school or whatever, and I was into like going to stores like that just for the band shirts, really. And so I saw the Foo Fighters shirt, and I was super big into Foo Fighters, so I wanted to get it, and I got it. And it was one of the. It's a good looking shirt. I like it anyways. And I remember, I know the shirt's 10 years old because I went to New York in 2015 with this shirt, and the first night that I was there, sightseeing, because I've never been to New York City before. We were sightseeing, walked down the streets on the sidewalk, and there's a person that was sitting down on a sidewalk in front of a building, and he said to me, "Your shirt is not, no, that's not a real band," he said, or something along the lines, or the music is fake. I think it was more so, that's not a real band. They don't make me real music. Something along the lines. I ignored it. I proceeded walking towards, because that's the adult thing to do. But at the time, I was really super big into Foo Fighters, and I'm like, there's a reason why he's sitting down, and Foo Fighters are 100% successful. I mean, when Dave Grohl had split up from Nirvana because of what happened to Nirvana, when Dave Grohl started his own band and started playing music, if he made trash music and the first couple of albums he made, I don't think Foo Fighters would have been as popular as they are now. I think Foo Fighters would not have thrived at all, because you can't tell me Foo Fighters isn't a great band, because they at least had a banger that everyone can enjoy. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I can't say everyone has to like Foo Fighters, but I'm just saying, if you just like listening to rock music in general as a whole, if you're listening to their radio stations, rock radio stations, I'm pretty sure Foo Fighters is like one of those songs you don't mind playing in the background for something like that. I don't know. I just know one of my first kisses was to a Foo Fighters song. Completely random. So that was an interesting experience, being there in New York City for the first time ever, walking by. It's whatever. I don't care about people and their opinions. I mean, you learn when you're on YouTube, as long as I am, that people will hate just to hate. People out there will always like be haters, and there's nothing you can do about that except just accepting it for what they are, haters. And you know, it's what it's like on Twitter. I'm on Twitter all the time, and you see all the haters, and sometimes you just gotta ignore them. It's all right. It's not all right. So that's just the thing about social media, is that like, if you see someone just bashing on your comment, you have the power just to remove it and move on. It's like, people are just gonna naturally come and like hate you. You can make like the best content ever, people are still gonna come at you and hate you and say yada yada about it, just like the Minecraft movie. So eventually, as a content creator, you just gotta ignore all those little petty comments and just continue making content that makes you happy. You know, this is a really great hobby that I recommend all sorts of people to do, is that YouTube, you can post whatever you want for as long as it's up to their policies. You can be creative, and you can put your art out there. You can feel proud of your own product. You don't have to have the whole world liking you. You don't have to have all the viewers in the world. You don't have to have 10 viewers. You don't have to have one viewer. You can just be happy with the amount of work that you've done to this video and feel so proud of it and so, just fulfilled. And if your video happens to go viral, it's perfect. If it doesn't, it's okay, because at least you put in the effort into it and you can be proud of it. And when you're old or you're retired, you can look back at it and just be happy about it. I've created content for 15 years now, and so I've got a lot of stuff on there that I have created over the past 15 years. It's all mainly on my second channel, but that's okay. But I can look back and be happy about it. I can look back at this channel with the videos that I have on here and be happy. I've really matured myself on this channel as well, because I wasn't always putting my face on videos and stuff like that. And it took a while for me to be more comfortable with myself. And I think that YouTube has done an excellent job making me feel happy to stare at myself on a computer screen, getting more comfortable with my voice, and just accepting me for who I am. Because life doesn't really teach you that. When people growing up, a lot of people, when they take selfies, like, they don't like themselves when they take a selfie and stuff like that. It's just one of those things where it's like, this has built a lot of confidence in me to do what I'm doing. And it wasn't as easy as it was 15 years ago when I wanted to do a lot of YouTube stuff. And so I think I've grown and matured a long way on this platform, because 15 years ago I wouldn't have been doing this and stuff like that. So I think YouTube is really great in the sense of pushing yourself, because I've certainly pushed myself to do what I'm doing now, and I'm pretty grateful that I did, because I'm more comfortable with myself, I'm more accepting of myself, and it's just one of those things. It's like, I understand why a person doesn't like taking a selfie of themselves, but when you build enough confidence, you can overcome it. So that's my lesson of the day. But I've always wanted to do YouTube, and a lot of people recommended me, hey, why don't you stream? And it's like, well, I don't really have the time, my good sir. I don't really streaming is just one of those things that requires attention, and I've never really gotten into watching people stream either. I understand it. I understand people do it, and I understand why people like to watch it or have it in the background. Sometimes it's nice to listen to something. So, for example, when I'm playing video games in the morning, when I have time to myself and I'm playing Fortnite or Halo or whatever I'm doing, a lot of times in the morning, I will listen to Elliot in the Morning. Elliot in the Morning is a radio show hosted on a rock channel that I listen to on iHeartRadio, DC 101. And they will play weekdays, Monday through Friday, from 5:45, 6 a.m. to up to almost 11. And I will have that in the background, and I'll just be listening to it while I work on my editing videos, while I play video games, whatever I'm doing. Sometimes even when I'm taking care of the kids, or just whatever life calls. If I'm making breakfast, if I'm doing whatever. So I understand the aspect of having a streamer in the background, just kind of talking and rambling. And I tried to get into it, but I just couldn't do it. So one of the people I tried to understand, it's like, I'm just randomly going on Twitch, right, or Kick, or whatever it is. I'm just seeing what's up. When Kick first came out, Kick was super popular, and Kick is still popular now because they have contracted streamers, and so they can only stream on Kick and not on Twitch or YouTube or whatever. So I was very interested to see, like, how come XQC is being paid millions, right? How come all these people are getting these $1 million contracts on Kick and stuff like that? And I go on there, and literally one of the first people I've watched unintentionally is XQC. I click on his video, and he's just talking. He's just rambling. He was just talking to his streamers. I think he was like playing Minecraft or whatever, but he was mainly just talking to his chat. And I just, like, I understand it, but, like, people have been donating all sorts of money to him, like, just tipping him money. It's like, why? I don't understand the fascination of tipping millionaire streamers who already have $1 million contract. It's like, so you're gonna reward them more for just, I guess, doing their job. I mean, no one's rewarding me for the jobs that I do, but it's not like I'm complaining about it. I don't really care. That's my expectations. I expect to work on my own and to support myself and my family, but it's like people tipping millionaires. It's like wild to me. I could not do it. Even if I was a millionaire and there's just another millionaire streamer, why would I tip him? I have no reason to. Like, I think that's another thing about being a YouTuber and doing the stuff that I've done is that I've come across other YouTubers. I've come across a lot of celebrities. I've come across, even in the wrestling community, a lot of wrestlers. I've come across all sorts of big names in my life, right? And so I'm now just more adjusted to, like, all right, I have this big name that followed me on Twitter or on YouTube or whatever it is. And it's just I don't make a big deal about it as much as I used to. I've got people in my Twitter DMs, right? Big names, wrestlers. And I don't brag about it. That's just like personal, private information that I may share with just a couple of friends, and that's it. And I don't know. I don't know why I'm just so adjusted and used to it, because again, I used to, even when someone liked liked a post, I would freak out over it. Now it's like people are liking my posts and it's like so it's just one of those things where it's like I'm used to it now. But like I understand like wanting XQC's attention or something like that, but it's like I don't know, tipping him is just wild to me. I can't do that. Nothing like drinking water on a podcast. Yeah, no, I couldn't do that. Nah, there's just no way I could do that. Just tipping a millionaire is just wild to me. Even if it's like a couple of bucks, like in their eyes, that's a couple of cents, right? And it's whatever. That's their job. But it's like, it just boggles my mind. People just do that, and some people are poor too, and they still tip. Like, why would you do that? I mean, like, some people are under a bad financial thing going on, right? You're living in an apartment or whatever, and, like, you're working bill by bill. You're living paycheck to paycheck, and majority of it's going bill by bill. And people still donate. Like, no. If you're going to spend money, put into stock or something. Put into S&P 500 or something. Just put the money somewhere more useful than giving it to a streamer where it's like that's nothing to him, right? It's just wild to me. Like, you use your money more wisely. If you're gonna give $5 to XQC, put $5 into your savings account or something. I don't know, man. It's just wild. I could never. So so that's my opinions on streaming. Is that like I don't have the time to do it. And it requires a lot of patience, and there's a lot of people a little delusional on streaming, like on Twitch and on Kick, who don't have any views whatsoever, and they've been doing it for years, and they're still doing it. It's like I get it. If you're just playing video games and you stream it, sure, why not? It's just you might as well if you're playing video games, but it's like, if you're dedicating yourself to purposely stream every night with little views, it's like, I don't know. Is it even that worth it at that time? People aren't going to recognize your hard work, and like, I don't know. You would have to make it work, right? You would have to save that video. You would have to grab your highlights, and you would have to post it on your YouTube channel or something like that. And at least you'll be happy that you did that. At least you'll have some sort of content on YouTube, because even though when you like live stream on Twitch and it saves your video or whatever, people aren't going to go back on your stream or anything like that. There's so much people out there creating content. You might as well just make a highlight, put on YouTube, and carry on, right? So that's another thing, is like I can't be doing that. I can't be on streaming every night. I don't have the time. I have a family, I have a job, I have all sorts of things. And it's just one of those things where it's like, with what time do I have to stream? Because my schedule would be so inconsistent as well. I would just be hopping on random times. And most Twitch streamers, they have to like sacrifice all day. And you would have to be fully supported by someone else or by the platform enabled to Twitch stream, because there's just no way. So maybe one day in the future I'll be streaming, but just not right now. I'm not gonna turn down the idea of it, I just not right now kind of situation. YouTube has always been more ideal to me and has always been more flexible, and I was always able to keep up with the schedule on YouTube. And I'm happy about YouTube. Really, it's all I wanted to do. So I'm not really stressing too much about that. But yeah, no, YouTube is just one of those things where I grew up and I wanted to do it. Just straight up. Like, it's kind of like Mr. Beast, how he just wanted to be a YouTuber, right? He just grew up, wanted to be a content creator, and he was very innovative at it, and that's why he became as popular as he did, right? And he made like, what, 200 videos before he got super popular, too. So he worked, he grinded, he carried on with his life until he was able to do something different. And he was like one of the first people to like make content out of giving a homeless man money. And then after that video went out, so many people just started copying his content. It's ridiculous. And it's like now a lot of people are just using homeless people as like content creating bait. And it's like, okay, so are you actually a good person, or are you just using this homeless person? Like, we all know you, like, the content creator probably has money, right? And it's like, for them, it's nothing if they give like a couple thousand to a homeless person. To a homeless person, it matters a lot, right? But it's like, you're also kind of just using that person to make a content out of it. And there's a lot of people that don't even get their consent to like, hey, can I record you and put you on YouTube or whatever? No, a lot of people like have like some sort of cameraman just like hiding behind a tree or whatever the heck. And just recording the content. They just post it like, here's a couple $1,000s, blah blah blah. It gets all emotional, and people watch it because it gets emotional, right? And it's just one of those like bait videos. I don't know. It's like good on a homeless person, right? Hopefully it changes their life. Hopefully they get on their feet. Hopefully they can use that money for the benefit of themselves, right? But it's like, the content creator's just gonna make like 5 times the revenue, right? Like, that's all it is, like 5-10 times the revenue. So, you know, the intentions are there, but it's not there. It's different. I like seeing videos where like someone's truly dedicating themselves to supporting the homeless people, right? I like seeing videos that are more consistent like that are like really in for the community, really feeding the community, really like into it. So there's a huge difference between that and just a person doing it here and there and just to get content out of it. That's where I stand on that. that's where I stand on streaming. That's where I stand on that. There's a lot of stuff we can dive into. A little controversial in regards to content creating. And you know, I say like I like to do YouTube. I'm a YouTuber or whatever, and so anytime I just bring that up to some person outside, right? They're always like, "Do you know who this guy on YouTube is?" And it's like, no. Honestly, I really don't know anyone on YouTube. I watch primarily the Sidemen. The Sidemen have to be my one of my favorite YouTubers, KSI and all of them. But no, it's like, sorry, I don't know this person. I don't know that person. I don't really know too much. I don't dive into the world of YouTube as much as I would like to, because again, whenever I'm on my computer, it's primarily because I'm working on it. It's not because I'm watching other YouTubers and stuff like that. I wish I could live that lazy lifestyle, but I'm a working man, and I gotta create, and I gotta edit, I gotta work, I gotta do all sorts of stuff. So it's just one of those things in life where it's like, I wish I could, and I used to, but things in life are priority, so that's why I do what I do. So, you know, I liked YouTube. I grew up with YouTube. It's always something I always wanted to do, and it's something I'm going to continue doing, even through the little monetization problems that I've had in the past. Even if I don't get paid nothing, I'm still going to do it. I got paid nothing for 10 years doing it. I got paid for, 4 years to do it. Even if I got paid zero, I'd probably still make some videos here and there. Even if I like retire, I'll probably still make a video here and there, because, you know, if I don't get paid through YouTube, then I'm gonna have to prioritize on a job and stuff like that. I'm gonna have to like work outside. So it's like one of those things where it's like, thank you, YouTube, for being the way you are and supporting me. But it's like, if it wasn't for that, I would definitely be more hardcore outside, making more money and stuff like that. So So it's one of those things I'm pretty grateful to be able to do as well and get some money out of it. And I couldn't make money out of it if it wasn't for the amount of people clicking on my videos and stuff like that. So I have to thank you, the viewers who are watching this video or podcast or listening to it or whatever, however long. And yeah, so yeah, that's all I have to talk about. If you like this video or podcast or whatever, like, comment, rate, subscribe, do whatever you do on YouTube, and I will see you guys next time on the next episode. But for now, go to bed.